Jenna, thanks for joining us. Well, it's that time of year again, the Great Guam Shakeout. So tell us, how are we going to be shaking out this year?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. We're really excited for the Great Guam Shakeout this year. It's happening on October 21st at 10:21 in the morning. We're encouraging the community to practice their earthquake procedure from wherever they are. So this is something that we do every year, and it's always on the third Thursday of October. This year it happens on 10:21, which is really exciting. October 21st, 2021, at 10:21 in the morning.
So how have you
So
guys
we're
had to change it up in terms of because of the pandemic? How is the Great Guam Shakeout going to be this year? Is it going to be virtual?
Yeah, what's great about the Great Shakeout, just the drill itself, is that you can practice your earthquake procedure from wherever you are, and that's what we encourage. We don't have a big group that's meeting anywhere. It's really just making sure that you're aware of your earthquake procedure from wherever you are. For instance, for our office, we're all prepared to practice our drill from our desk and practice drop, cover, and hold on from where we are. The schools are great at this. You know, they practice this drill every year. We get a lot of our participation numbers directly from the K through 12 schools. We're really grateful for that. So just having the students go out, practice their drill at their schools. Again, it happens on a Thursday in the morning, so we know that they're typically in session then, as well as businesses. They're able to practice their earthquake procedure, drop, cover, and hold on from wherever they are.
Jenna, with the obviously earthquake preparedness, how crucial is this drill? Because I feel like most of us, when we go through an earthquake, we don't really drop, cover, and hold on. We kind of just sit there and wait for it to be over.
Yeah, you know, myself, I'm huge, earthquakes are one of my biggest fears. So I was always running wherever I could, actually just jumping on the next person next to me. What we want to teach the community is that that's the worst thing to do. You don't want to be running around, hurting others around you. You definitely want to protect yourself. The most immediate action, drop, cover, and hold on. It's something that you have to train yourself to do. It's something that I had to train myself to do. So that way we're all prepared for when it does actually happen. This is not something that I knew, when I was a lot younger. I was around during the 93 earthquake, which was huge. I was really young then, and I wasn't as prepared as I am now. And now if a large earthquake had happened, I'd be more prepared. And this is something that we want to encourage the youth of our community. You know, they've never experienced, if they haven't experienced a large, devastating earthquake, anything over a 6.0 or something that we have seen in the past, it's important for them to know exactly what to do so that when it does happen, they're prepared for it. You don't want to, you want to limit your movement as much as possible.
What's the response been in terms of schools and kids signing up?
Yeah, so our registration online has been great this year. We have about a little over 36,000 participants registered right now. 30,000 of that actually comes from the K through 12 schools. What's great about the Shakeout is that it sends you a reminder. Once you register, it sends you a reminder each year, like, hey, the drill is coming up. So fortunately, the schools have been able to re-register for this year. So we're looking forward to seeing that type of participation from all of the students. We do have private nonprofit organizations that have signed up as well, uh, government of Guam agencies, and even you can sign up as an individual or even as a family. It really counts towards Guam's numbers. You know, people ask, what's the point of registering? It's great to showcase what Guam is doing. There are participants from all across the world as part of this drill. Even our brothers and sisters in CNMI, all across the world, there are participants. So it's great to show what Guam is doing to participate.
Jen, I know we do the shakeout and we get under the desk and all that stuff, but there are other elements to not just earthquake preparedness, but disaster preparedness. And tell us a little bit about the hazard hunt and, creating that personal disaster plan.
Yeah, definitely. You know, right now we're so COVID centric. Everyone is really focused in on this pandemic, which is important. But what's equally as important is remembering that natural disasters can happen. They're going to happen. They will happen even during a pandemic. So it's equally important to prepare for these types of natural disasters, really any type of emergency. And some ways that you can do that are preparing your emergency preparedness kit, making sure that you have rations on hand for yourself and your family, and a really big one that people don't, that people often don't think about is creating your emergency preparedness plan with your family. You can even do that as part of your work, making sure that everyone knows exactly what they should do. in the event of a large emergency or disaster. Because if it's not talked about and it's not practiced, people won't know what to do when there's a large event or emergency. So it's important to start practicing now, preparing your kit, making sure you're prepared, even during a pandemic.
Right, and I know it's got to present challenges when, like you said earlier, we haven't been through a significant, knock on wood, major earthquake. So a lot of these kids might not even know why we do this drill. I mean, same thing kind of with typhoons, right? I mean, knock on wood again, it's been a while since we've been through. So how do you kind of, I mean, your job, how do you message and communicate this to, especially when a big part of the population has never been through the very thing that we're preparing for?
Well, part of our initiative at GHS OCD is really whole community preparedness. We really rely heavily on everyone in the community. That includes the parents, the legal guardians, the people that are out there living with these children in their homes. We encourage the community to start talking to your family members now and start talking to the children about these different types of scenarios. Share with them your experiences from large disasters, from large earthquakes, from large typhoons, because we have been through them, especially if we're older. So really passing on that knowledge, it's something that our office really relies on. It's just getting the community to start talking to the youth about these types of preparedness.
I just want to say thank you. You know, we've been wonderful partners throughout the years.
Yes.
Every disaster, I think, over the past decade or so. And it's been really a pleasure working with you, always informative and always inclusive. Just for the Great Guam Shakeout, you mentioned sharing. So how can people, if they're out there practicing the drill, what do they need to do to share their experience?
To me, it really starts within the household. So making sure you're talking to your family members about it. You know, if you're sitting around the dinner table and you have, thinking of things to talk about, I don't know how many times I've asked my daughter, how was school today? The answer is always good. Okay, let's shake it up a little bit. Let's start talking a little bit about, have you ever experienced an earthquake? What would you do if there was one at school? Start asking those questions about how you can prepare. So it's really starting in the household, as well as your workplace, and just those little community groups that you're in, even with your friends. If you frequent an area with your friend group a lot, what would you do if there was a large earthquake in that moment? There's always going to be that one friend, I'll raise my hand, who would be the one jumping on the person next to them and trying to protect themselves first. So it's just really about opening
That's
those
Jason
conversations.
around here. That's Jason
it's really just about opening up those conversations and starting them and being the one to say, hey, these disasters can happen. What would we do?
Jenna, social media really just a big part of everything we do. Is there a hashtag or something, a way people can kind of share this and promote that they're participating in this drill on social media?
Yeah, what's great about the Shakeout website is they provide all of these great resources. Their hashtags that they're using are Great Shakeout or Shakeout, just Shakeout alone. For GHS OCD, we've been promoting Great Guam Shakeout as a hashtag. A lot of our resources can be found on our website at ghs.guam.gov, as well as our social media, Facebook and Instagram. So if you're looking for information on the Shakeout, you can just go to shakeout.org/Guam. You can register to be a participant there. There are so many great manuals that they have on their website for businesses, for schools, really telling people how you can prepare as an organization. So the Shakeout website is shakeout.org/Guam, and you can register through there.
All right, well, Jenna, we definitely appreciate it. Like Bree said, I mean, we've partnered with you. I mean, I don't know how many little cute Great Guam Shakeout videos I've done. It's been a few. Might have a little harder time fitting under the desk nowadays, but Jenna, we definitely appreciate you swinging by and helping us get the word out about the Great Guam Shakeout.
Thank you so much. We feel the same way. Thank you for helping us get the word out. We appreciate you guys, and we look forward to hearing it. I know you guys usually air it at exactly 10:21. It's kind of a daunting noise, but it's great to hear it on your station. So thank you so much.
Of course,
Thanks,
Jenna.
Jenna.
We'll see you.
Stay safe.